It's just, I think it's a personal expression of, kind of what's going on in someone's head or how they feel or what they're thinking about. So it comes out.
Any expression of creativity can be art.
I kind of look at anything that you choose to specialize in or to pursue on a deeper level than just a visceral attachment or practice can be an art.
It could be anything that's aesthetically pleasing or unpleasing, any type of emotion that comes out of it.
Anything that's creative or different or conscious.
Yes, my definition of art would just be any kind of form of self-expression that is accessible to the senses.
Yeah, isn't it amazing how a man can find himself alone, calling to the darkness for an answer that he's never known. Yeah, isn't it amazing how God can take a broken man? Yeah, let him find a fortune, let him ruin it with his own two hands. And he climbs on up the hill, on the rock on which he stands. He looks back at the crowd, he looks down at his hands, and he says, I am a difference maker. Oh, I am a difference maker.
Well, community shows that because, we're one of the only stores, I think, in town that actually highlights local designers, and we have fashion shows and things like that. I think fashion is art because it is an expression of that person, and every person, for the most part, is into fashion or their wardrobe in some way, and so it's an expression of who they are. I also think it's sometimes less of an art because it is kind of dictated by what people want a little more, but
Calling to the darkness for an answer that he's never known. Yeah, isn't it amazing how God can take a broken man? Yeah, let him find a fortune, let him ruin it with his own two hands. He walks on up the hill to the rock on which he stands. He looks back at the crowd, he looks down at his hands, and he says,
Well, it's to me, at least in my opinion, is the highest form of communication there is. Using words, images, using letters as tools, words as tools, communicate ideas that otherwise might be inexpressible. Images can go a great distance toward doing that, but not in the same way that words can.
I am on the fence about nearly everything I've seen, and I have felt the fire.
Can be an art. If you're creating, if you're a cook, if you're a yoga student or teacher, how much effort you put into it makes that your art. It is something that you can stylize your life with. I believe that it helps the residents find an activity that they can open up with and open up to, and it helps them without themselves.
Difference maker, oh I am only one who speaks to him, and I am the friendliest of friends of God. I am a difference maker, oh I am only one who speaks to him, and I am the friendliest of friends of God.
Coffee is absolutely an art, and one of the things that I love about coffee that brought me to it 6 years ago and has kept me there ever since is it is both art and science. And so in order to pour latte art, you have to know how to pull a perfect shot and know how to perfectly steam milk, which are like the science and the mechanical parts. But then you get to combine those and turn it into something that is as visually beautiful as it is beautiful to taste.
You have to like plan out everything, and especially with farming at Hugh Garden, like all of the different crops all together like really flow, and like it's like a piece of art as itself. And I think like the dynamic of a farm in general is very like a piece of art. Hugh Garden is important for the community, and just in the sense of what it is giving people fresh veggies for cheap.
For the same reason it's important everywhere else.
Because everyone just loves beauty here and loves art.
My first impression of Athens actually is that it's a very like cool artistic community and eclectic and welcoming, especially to artists. So I definitely think that art is important to this area. There is an art school. It's kind of a hipster town.
Well, Athens is basically an artsy kind of town. So we have a tight community, we have a good art community.
It is vitally important that young people, who of course are here in Athens because of the university, be exposed to culture while it still exists.
Let your freak flag fly.
Anything that you can be passionate about can become art.
Make a lot of stuff.
Just whatever you think you want to pursue, go out there and do it.
To talk to people who have a passion. And I think that's the best way to learn about art.
Embrace it.
Try different things, even if you don't think it's possible.
Go out there and explore the art community around you, activities, physical activities. Gardening is an art. Food is an art.
Try whatever, try everything.
Wake up, oh sleep.